Demonstration against violence. They teach the kids to demonstrate. If you're angry about something, you can go to a demonstration. They say they're protesting violence. They say no to violence. I couldn't take photos of them because it's against the law to take photos of children. But this is a school. They're second grade. They're so cute. And they said no to violence. No to violence. לא לאלימות. מאוד מאוד חמוד. So, because today is like the anniversary of assassination of Prime Minister Rabin, so they do this school activity in order to protest violence in society. Because it's part of the violence that is in society where you can't express your opinion and people use violence in order to see a change. You know, you shoot a prime minister, and whereas in a society that's not violent, we don't want violence as a way of getting things done. We want non-violence. Anyway, peace, light, and love. It's a really sweet demonstration. First I thought it was something else, and now I see it completely different. They say no to violence. It's very sweet, and in a demonstration is a way of expressing your opinion and trying to make a change. That's what the teachers are teaching them. So they did a demonstration. What do we want? What do we want? We want peace. And no to violence. No to violence. It's very sweet. Although I don't think the children really understand what it means, no to violence. And in a way, in demonstration, we should always say what we want. You know, as a rule, we always have to say what we do want. A very interesting talk with master, Tai Chi master. And he told me that actually in yoga, in Tai Chi, you really learn about yourself. It doesn't matter if it's Tai Chi or yoga. That many masters actually get very easily angered. And the whole idea of Tai Chi and yoga is to learn about your mechanism, yourself. It doesn't matter if it's Tai Chi or yoga, whatever you call it, the whole idea is to learn about yourself and who you are. And as we know that every change comes from the self, and Shoshana is in a very peaceful state. Very, very peaceful state. You could see the effect of yoga on this dog. She's just staying in one place. In the past, she would be running away. So I can see a huge change in her. It's not just the age, it's an ability to find inner peace and not to be influenced by fear. And that's, for me, the whole idea of violence is people who act in violence are influenced by fear. And fear controls them. And people that want to act in peace need to learn to overcome fear of this other person, fear of the culture, fear the idea that all the bad things that can happen in life. So anyway, that was quite an interesting lesson here on the river. And I wish you peace, light, and love, and a lot of demonstrations for peace. And not to say no to violence, but say yes to inner peace, yes to harmony, yes to being in touch with your own self, listening to yourself. When you can listen to yourself, you can listen to others. People who don't listen to others also don't listen to themselves. So take time to meditate. I'm going to take a little bit of time to sit here and watch my breathing and meditate after a yoga practice. And I do like my structured yoga. And just realize that it's a work, it's a process, and Shoshana is demonstrating this in an amazing and beautiful way. Kol hakavod, Shoshana, your amazing job. Yeah, so those children were a really good lesson in life, that children are so easily influenced, and the fact that they're yelling in a demonstration, sort of, I found it difficult when you tell children to scream. Because what does that mean? Screaming is a form of violence. When you're straining your voice, you're speaking in loud words that really are not pleasant to hear, and you're forced to hear them. And there's a saying that says, if you want somebody's attention, whisper. It was a commercial that used to run in the 70s, and you know what? And there's a saying, Divrei chachamim benachat ne'emarim. The words of the wise person are told in ease, at ease. That means if you have something to say and you scream it, you're losing your audience, and you're also creating a violent situation. And it's too bad that this teacher didn't know about Martin Luther King and his protest. But, I'm studying now a course in African American literature. It's part of my teaching, and I remember what I learned from the life of Martin Luther King. He took from Gandhi the idea of nonviolent demonstration, of just marching silent, the silent march. There's the famous march with Martin Luther King, and just, if those people led by Martin Luther King would have screamed, nobody would have listened to them. But silence speaks sometimes when people just walk together, arm in arm. Oh, I'm just getting very emotionally out of place thinking about it. Peace, light, and love.